Good morning. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at the Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. Welcome to 365 days of richer living, daily morning reading and meditation time. So today is April 16th. I steadfastly increase my awareness of God in my present world. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And that is from Psalm 23, verse 6. I live in an expanding universe that is potent with divine possibility. On every hand, the presence of God is beckoning to me, inviting my growth. Truly, I dwell in the house of the Lord today. There is nothing to hold me back, for its mind in me presses me forward into larger living and greater thinking. I steadfastly increase my awareness of God in my present world. Right here and now, I make my demonstration. I joyously accept an expanding, unfolding life of true service to God and my fellow human beings. I live in an evolving universe that bids me to grow in ways of the Spirit. God is seeking to make me a greater person and a more useful citizen in its good heaven on earth. I seek out larger ideas of truth. I keep the windows of my soul open to new and fresh ways of knowing truth. I evolve into, quote, that image and likeness, end quote, which is already my inner pattern. I let go of the little and accept the more. I grow in wisdom, in spiritual stature, in favor with God and with humanity. Where I am, I shall make my demonstration of truth. I no longer wait for the future to solve my problems. Today I live in omnipresence, and right now my good is at hand. What I seek is seeking me. The idea I need is now in my consciousness, and the law of mind is producing it. I relax and realize that today is good, tomorrow will be better, and each day is God's day. I live in a loving universe where God's friendliness is on every hand. Divine love enfolds me and flows from me. I love the love of God in everyone I know. I am loved by the love of God in everyone I know. I dwell in love this day. And so let's take that into our time of contemplation and meditation. So with this breath, I recognize the one source, the one substance, the one creative energy, the activity, all whole within itself, complete within itself, perfect within itself, indefinable in human language, changeless in its essence, and yet it creates in multiplicity, in diverse expressions of itself, never separate from itself, nowhere to separate to in the truth of one. Whether we call it God, whether we call it nature, whether we call it love, spirit, the great mystery, Buddha, Allah, no matter what label we assign, it is beyond what can be captured in a word. It is philosophy, it is religion, it is science, it is the cosmos, it is the macro, the micro, it is me. And what is true of me is true of all. Each divine expression of this one source, this one substance, one life, one love, one peace, one power, one presence. All words attempting to describe, to understand, to communicate the depth and breadth of this one. And in understanding it, we begin to understand the self that is the truth of each of our beings, that is the substance of which we are made, that is the perfect pattern operating as each of us. In truth, I know there is no me and there is no other, that there is just one. And so this day I speak my word, recognizing the oneness of all life, committing again to see only that, to interact from and with only that, to see beyond circumstances, beyond events, beyond behavior, beyond human expression, to the truth of being, to glorify the human experience as equally as I glorify the spiritual experience, knowing that they are one and the same. I commit myself, I hold myself accountable to live in an active, intentional, conscious, aware experience of wholeness. That in the truth of one, all must be it. In the truth of one, perfect, whole, and complete, source and substance, there can be no good, bad, little, big, up, down, right, wrong. And while I allow myself to understand the concepts in this human realm and the necessity of those to navigate this human realm. I do so from the understanding that the human realm is whole, perfect, and complete, just as that which created it is, just which that it is made from is. And so beyond the concepts of good, bad, right, wrong, more, less, big, little, all of those appearing opposites, I accept that all is God. All is God. Beyond what I can even explain God to be is God. Grateful. Grateful for an understanding at the essence of my being. Grateful to experience at the essence of my being. Grateful for the apparent limitations of my human understanding, knowing that they are simply a pathway for the self, the divine self, to uplift itself into recognition by the human self, that they are one and the same, whole, perfect, and complete. And so I simply rest in the assurance and the gratitude that life, being all there is the only thing that can be unfolding itself, and that it does so in perfection, and that I am a point of that creative authority, of that creative agency. Grateful. Grateful to know that my word is the word of the infinite, because it is always the only thing speaking. It is the only thing creating. It is the only thing manifesting. And so I surrender my human ideas of separation to the glory of oneness. I celebrate the wholeness of all life. And knowing it is already complete, that life can only respond to itself affirmatively. I know it's already done. Knowing that time is a construct of humanity, I know that the eternal realm, the infinite realm, the spiritual realm is never limited by it. And so it has already responded, already made it so. And I live in that reality. I let go. And I participate fully in what is. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amen. Amen. And so it is.